Hi, welcome to Build an Effective Advertising Strategy with me, Eric Lim. I'm a Facebook certified trainer. Well, Facebook Trainer Network has been around for a while, but in Malaysia, it has only started in November 2020, last year. I'm so fortunate to be the first batch of the certified trainers. For now, there are less than 20 of us in the whole Malaysia, and we have been contributing back to the community by giving free trainings with Facebook Malaysia, as well as trainings like these, talking to you right now. Now, we hope that we are able to elevate the tech savviness of advertisers, marketers, as well as business owners, maybe someone like you out there. I hope my session today will be helpful to you. If you find that you need more help, you would like to keep in touch with me, please don't hesitate. Go to Facebook or Instagram, look for my name, Eric Lim J C, or my company, my rebrand, and we shall keep in touch. Now, I also provide trainings for business owners and marketers out there if you would like to know more. Now, don't worry, I will take you wherever level you are and take you to the next level. Today, we shall cover about how to build your advertising strategy in these 3 steps. Number 1, we want to know how to define our business goals, and then how to translate our business goals into ad campaigns. After creating our ad campaigns, we want to run it, right? And when we run our ad campaign, we want to make sure our penny and effort spent are worthwhile. So we want to know how to measure for our success and then keep the cycle going. It's only these 3 steps that you need for a business to be successful using Facebook advertising tool. Number 1, defining our business goals. Now, this one doesn't need any Facebook tools, but I shall give you one tool out there which is pretty common. You might even know it. It's called SMART, goal, SMART goals. Now, it is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded. Now, I won't get into details about the SMART goals. You probably are well versed in it, or you could Google after the session. But I shall give you examples as we go on to keep you up to speed, and the examples might be easier to digest. Number 1, we have a restaurant called Patty Shack. It's a very humble restaurant where one guy just opens a food truck and then sells patty to more people. It's a gourmet burger. So as you all might have known, it's just a restaurant business. It's one establishment. Next is Lucky Shrub, a garden design firm. So the business owner, she has created a trend for people who like their indoors to be very beautiful, full of livelihood, full of plants, and they enjoy this kind of environment. So this is a design firm where it's not just you buying a plant, it's basically you buying a design for your whole indoor establishment, your home environment, your offices, for example, or even a whole premise, right? Where they design everything to make it comfortable for you to stay and you enjoy things with plants in it. And next, we have something more personal, something more custom, Magata and Gallo. The business owner, she handmades all the jewelries and then sell it to people who appreciate it. So it's not like Patty Stacks, where they create burgers, the same burgers, and sell it to more people. Well, for Magata and Gallo, they personalize every single jewelry when they sell it to their customers. For example, you want a couple wedding band, they'll talk to you, they'll consult with you, and then they'll create one with you. I hope these three examples are wide enough to cover nearly every business that you can think of. But if it's not, don't worry, you can ask me more and we can get connected. So for Patty Stack, what they want, their smart goal, is to increase the number of dinner guests on weekdays to 100 per night during the month of December. For Lucky Shrub, they want to generate 20 qualified leads, either from getting their emails or phone numbers, for projects worth over 50,000 US dollar planned for the coming year. For Makata and Gallo, they just started their website where they sell their jewelry because it's an online jewelry store. They want to increase their number of website visitors to 5,000 a month by November so that they can get more sales. Now you see, whatever we are doing here, we are of course getting sales down the road. However, we need a time-bounded goal. We need to increase something that leads to more sales, more business growth. Am I correct? So such as Makata and Gallo, they need website visitors first. They need people to look into their stuff. After that, they will get more sales. For Lucky Shrub, they need more qualified leads. After that, they can follow up, they nurture their leads, then they get more sales. For Patty Stacks, it's very simple. They just want more sales. However, they want to increase their revenue on days and nights where there are less customers, which is weekday nights. So once we have our time-bounded business goals set, how can we translate that to our Facebook ads platform and create our advertising strategy on Facebook? Number one, we need to identify the objective of our ads campaign. Now I know it can be very scary when it is your first time going into Facebook using the Facebook ads platform. There are a couple of objectives out there, and I won't go through everything. However, I will give you some examples so that I hope I can help you understand a little bit more and get you started. Step two, once you've identified and translated how your business goal is an ad campaign goal objective, after that, we want to know our audience, right? Who will see our ads? When we pay Facebook to show these ads to people, we want Facebook to show it to who? We want to define who are they, where are they, and when we want to share our ads to them, when they're on their mobile or their desktop or different devices. Last but not least, we want to know what's a winning strategy for an advertisement. We want to know the ad format, basically your text, your image or video that works for your advertisement. So let's get into it about our ads campaign. Number one, defining our objective. There are a couple of objectives. I'll talk about these three. Number one is boosting a post. For example, you want to hand out information to more people. You're not really concerned if they will get back to you. Let's use Patty Stack, for example. They want to increase the number of customers on weekday nights. They could just target people like younger generation under 35 years old who enjoy gourmet burger, and after a long day of work or a long day of studies, they just want to go to a place, chill and hang out, grab some burgers, grab some drinks, and enjoy their time over there. So they could just hand out flyers in physical spaces, or they could also boost a post. For boosting a post, you don't really look into getting engagement, but you're looking into getting your word out there so people know that, hey, weekday nights, you want to hang out somewhere, come to my place. You can even add some discounts, some vouchers so that people are more interested in taking the action of engaging with you. Next, like we talk about Magata and Gallo, they just want to increase their website visitors. Yes, that's one of the objectives in your Facebook ads campaign. And then for Lucky Strap, you can get more leads using Facebook ads campaign too. There are a couple of things to set up. It's much more complicated for a B2B business. However, yes, you can get more leads via Facebook ads campaign. So yeah, let's talk about the details right here for all of them. In terms of Patty Stacks, they can boost a post. Besides that, after boosting a post, they can also run advertisement with objective, such as promoting their local business. Now, Facebook will not be able to track who goes into your store if you don't set up the correct parameters and tracking. However, it is good enough where when you run ads like these, you don't need to set it up, and Facebook algorithm and AI are able to estimate people who have seen your ads and live nearby, usually within 5 kilometers. Will they go to your store? Facebook is smart enough to determine that and do the right thing to increase your sales. Yeah. In terms of Lucky Strap, they are a B2B business, business to business. You can get more leads. You might want to invest into Facebook pixels, Google Analytics, for example, so that when you acquire leads, you're able to track everything down the road from the moment when they see the ads to making that decision. Is there anything along the road that creates a higher hurdle so that people are not interested or not willing to give out information? For Magata and Gallo, they just want to increase the number of website visits. Yes, so you can increase that. The ads objective is called traffic. If you haven't heard of it, it's called website traffic. So once we have identified our business goal and translated it to ads campaign objectives, then we want to know who are our audience so that we show these ads to people who are interested and we do not waste our budget. The reason behind is, back in the days when we are running advertisement on magazines, yellow pages, if you heard of it, newspapers, billboards, we're not able to control who see the advertisement, right? We might get a list of people who buy the magazine, who buy the newspaper. However, generally, we don't want to send things to all of them. We want to target specific people. And In that sense, we might be spending more money in traditional marketing ways. The good thing about digital marketing, as some of you or out there has already known, it is basically making your money worthwhile. You make sure that all your money spent are used to target people who will take action regarding your advertisement, or they are at least, the very least, interested in your key message, what message you're putting out there. So please, when we are running a business, not just running advertisement, we want everyone to be our customers. That is the ideal world. However, in most cases, only a couple of people are our true fans, our true supporters who will really become our customers. That's a fact. So please, when we are running our business and doing our advertisement, focus on them. Think from their shoe, step inside, and create that key message that will resonate with them. That will really help you to success in your business and your advertising strategy. When defining our ideal customers, there are a couple of ways. Usually business owners are very clear about it. However, if you're not really sure about how to define who are your ideal customers, here are a couple of questions that you can ask yourself to get a very good idea. Number one, what needs does my typical customer have? You already have a group of customers, right? You can either listen to their feedback, ask them, hey, can I talk to you a bit more about why you're interested in my business and what kind of value do I provide you? I know Patty Stack sells burgers, but probably what they are looking for is not really a burger. They just want a place to hang out with good food, good drinks after a long day of work. That's the value, and which is not the burger. In that sense, I would further understand what my customer really needs and what's the key message that I want to bring out to them. Next, in terms of my customers, generally there will be some common characteristics. For example, for Patty Stacks, it might be students, it might be young working adults who have a little bit more money to spend and they really enjoy burger, they really enjoy drinks. Those are the common characteristics. Now, we don't want to target people out of that range. For example, above 40 years old, above 50 years old, people who don't enjoy beer, people who don't enjoy burger. The reason behind is you'll be wasting money. Am I correct? Now, last but not least, what motivates my typical customers? We know that we have their needs, we have their characteristics, but what motivates them to come to us instead of going to our competitors? We must have some unique value that we can beat our competitors so that they are motivated to come to us. So once you have a good idea about your own customer, you just need to find more of them. Am I correct? Once you have run a successful advertising strategy, I'll let you know one last piece of information by the end of the session. And that one will help you quickly search for new customers that is similar to your customer and grow your business really, really quickly, improving your advertising strategy. Now, in terms of Patty Stacks, we've talked about their needs, their characteristic, their motivation. What about Lucky Strap? Lucky Strap, their customers need more plants in their environment so that their indoor environment are more lively, more happy, more colorful. Generally, they want customers who enjoy these kind of things. And generally, these people are the ones who will pay for Lucky Strap to design their houses, their condos, their offices, their premises full of plants and very well arranged. Next, they will have some common characteristics. For example, number one, of course, they would enjoy plants. They love plants, right? They're enthusiasts. If not, they probably wouldn't even care or bother about Lucky Strap. Next thing, they might be slightly interested in gardening themselves, because when you have a plant in your environment, in your school, in your house, in your office, you will be taking care of it one way or another. Well, if you're not, you might be looking for people to take care of it for you. Now, you can also contact Lucky Strap for that. Those are the characteristics. What's the motivation? Well, Lucky Straps are very well trusted. Their design taste is phenomenal. So those are the motivations. So you have to find out when you talk to your customers. Next, we talk about Magata and Galo's ideal customers. What they need are unique things. For example, when I'm getting married, I want unique wedding rings and wedding bands. I don't want the same as other people, because my love is unique. So I want unique stuff that represents my love. Next, their characteristics of their ideal customers are people who generally appreciate art. They would like to spend a little bit more into art, collect them. So they will be interested in spending a little bit in artistic wedding rings, wedding bands, and jewelries for their wedding, for their relationship, for example, and even those who buy it to give it to people. What are their motivations? Like I said, probably because they like the owner, Magata and Galo's design, right? So they're motivated to search for them. Now, next, we know who we're targeting. Next, we want to show our ads on different places. With regards to Facebook, we have 4 different platforms to show your advertisement. Number 1 is on Facebook itself. Next one is in Messenger. Next one is in Instagram. And next one is in our audience network. Now, I know some of you already know there's also WhatsApp advertisement right now. It is here. However, I would think WhatsApp business and WhatsApp advertisement works a little bit more different. So I would say, if this is your first time looking into this, so that's why you're here listening to my sharing, you would want to focus on these 4 things where people spend most of their time on. And generally, if you're using WhatsApp, generally you won't see a lot of advertisement on WhatsApp unless you're using something like the story function of Instagram on WhatsApp. That is the place where you see advertisement. So you might be asking, hey, okay, Eric, I know a lot of people are on Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So definitely they will see my advertisement there. However, what is audience network? Now, audience network covers a wide range of platforms that Facebook owns this real estate, advertisement real estate. For example, some of you out there might be playing mobile games, or your friends are playing mobile games. When you play certain free downloading mobile games, you will see advertisement in your mobile games or mobile application. Within Facebook's audience network, there are around 80% of mobile apps and mobile games where there are advertisement real estate where you can show your advertisement if these are the people, these are the audience you're trying to target. Yep. So you can see here are a couple of examples. Number 1 to the left is where you see advertisement on your Facebook app. In the center, you see advertisement on your Instagram app. On your right is advertisement on our messengers. Next, when we have defined our business goal, translate it into our advertising objective, and know who we want to share these advertisement with. Next is to design our advertisement so that it resonates with them and make them interested in engaging with us. So we want to add text, image, or video. Generally, these 3 things is good enough to get you going. However, we want to have a strategy in terms of creating these things. Number one, we want to tell a story. For example, looking at these two, number one, Ferrodis. By looking at the photo, generally you would have a very good idea. They are a fashion brand, and they are here to help you rebrand yourself or change your wardrobe so that you will look the way that you are looking for, you're going for, or the way you intend to be. So it says glasses, shoes, pants. We have everything you need. Order now and get free shipping on all orders. So besides letting people know what you do, you want to show relevant things. In your image, you want to make it so that when you're talking about glasses, shoes, pants, you want this information inside the photo. You want it also inside your text. So it's very clear about what you're doing. Next, capture attention really early. So of course, when you look at this photo, I'm sure some of you out there will know that, hey, there's a love shape when they arrange all the fashion items. Yes. So you capture attention really early by showing like shapes and things that interest your kind of audience. Next, you want to always prompt people to act. So in terms of Ferrodi, although just telling people who they are and what they do, just add a very quick prompt at the very end. Order now and get free shipping on all orders. Even so, you do plan to give free shipping anyway, but just letting them know to order now, get free shipping is good enough to encourage people to take action immediately. Besides that, in terms of Facebook advertisement, you can also have something we call a call to action button. Let's look at Ferrodis. Down there, we have the shop now button. So when you look at an advertisement, you want to know how to take action, right? So it says order now, get free shipping. But how do I order right now? So down there, there's a shop now button. Immediately when I see a button, I know that if I want to take an action, I click a button. It's as human and simple as that. So you can also use this to your advantage. In terms of Magata on the right, as we have mentioned before, they sell customized jewelries. So this month, they are making a necklace. Of course, when you look at the photo, you won't think it's a lipstick advertisement anymore because the piece of jewelry is the centerpiece attention of the photo. So I'm going to talk about photo capturing for or content making for your advertisement in our today's session, but you can always get back to me if you want to know a little bit more on that. Right. So in terms of a photo, it's very clear it's not a lipstick advertisement, it's a jewelry advertisement. And the text says, the perfect gift for you or your loved ones this season, probably it's autumn, probably it's summer. Our selection of sleek minimalistic necklaces are 15% off for the rest of the month. So when you read that text, immediately you know, hey, oh, okay. So when it says this season, it doesn't mean summer or autumn. It probably means this season for the fashion season, right? So this season in is sleek and minimalistic necklaces. It's this season. And there's a call to action, 15% off for the rest of the month. Okay, now it is near the end of the month. I want something for my loved one, then I need to act now. But of course, I need to have a call to action button. As you can see for Magata, there's also a shop now button there. So in terms of telling a story, being relevant to your audience, this requires a little bit of practice. I couldn't tell everything that I know right now to you, but at the very least, as a business owner or a marketer, we know that when we are running a business, what we want is to provide value to our customers. So when we have that in mind, we just need to translate our value into key messages and then tell that story. Like for example, Ferrodi, all the while, they have gone through the hassle and of picking out the right kind of clothing for men or women for the type of occasion they want to go, the type of brand they want to show to other people. So day in and day out, they're worrying about that. That might be their story. That's why they have this group of people who can help you rebrand your image. And that is what Ferrodi is all about. So Magata also has their own story. So you just need to tell that to resonate with your audience. It might not be your backstory. It might be as simple as telling a story about it's in season, it's minimalistic necklace time. Get it now, 15% off. Next, when we create our ads, of course, we want to put that relevant message into our context. You might want to put it in the caption and keep it sweet and simple. There are a couple of ways to do that also in photos and videos, but you just have to try it out and see what works for you. Refer to your audience needs also. Always engage with them, ask them for some feedback to make sure that what you're doing is not a complete waste of effort, right? And also, whatever motivates your audience, you want to put that also in your advertisement so that you are also able to motivate them by them just looking at your advertisement. So then we have our objective, we have our advertising strategy. We want to measure for success, making sure that every penny we spend is worthwhile, even though it might not bring in sales, but at the very least, we will learn something and we will get better. So, of course, identifying the objective of our ad campaign is very essential. If you don't know which one works for you, you can, of course, ask me, get in touch. Besides that, you can also try it out yourself, right? Try the tools, Facebook ads platform. Try a couple of objectives that you think is relevant. And if that doesn't work, change another one. It's as simple as that. So of course, you can test with minimal amount of budget. You don't need to blow your wallet just to test an objective. Besides that, if you're really not sure, you want to read more about it, there's this thing called Facebook Blueprint. Facebook Blueprint is basically an e-learning regarding Facebook tools. Everything that you need to learn about Facebook is over there. So you can go ahead and check out, probably they go to the search bar in Facebook Blueprint and type what are the objectives in Facebook ads campaign. So there'll be a couple of explanations here and there, and they're really, really helpful for you. So last, I want to talk about a circle, right? In terms of creating our advertisement, sometimes my clients will always tell me, hey, Eric, what kind of confirmation can you give me? I'll be very honest with you. There will be no marketing agency or advertiser who can confirm, guarantee any amount of result for you, because in terms of advertising, it is always a gamble. It is a gamble of either you're gaining more sales, reaching an objective, or you're gaining more knowledge, the knowledge which will lead you to your sales. So it's either these two things. But what's very important is don't be afraid. There are too many clients out there who engage me, ask me a couple of things, but they are not ready. They're not ready not because of they don't have the budget. They're not ready because they're too afraid. So what I want to tell you today, I hope after the whole session, you won't be afraid to try. Because as soon as you take the first step, that is the time you start to learn and become better. So what you want to do is first understanding your business goal, then create your advertisement, run your advertisement, review it, and refine it. There are a couple of tools out there for you to measure. If you're already using Facebook Ads Manager, naturally, all the statistics are there already for you to review and then refine it. So making it a very full circle. So before I end my session today, here are a couple of key takeaways that I hope you will bring it back to you. Number one, we want to define our clear business goals and make sure that it aligns with whatever we want to do in the long term and in our short term. Translate that to our advertisement objective, reaching the right people with our ads, and making sure that our penny are well spent, reaching the people that we want to engage with. Next, when we are able to get to them with our advertisement, we want to make sure that our ads are as interesting as possible to this group of people so that it resonates with them and they will engage with us. Last but not least, do not be afraid. Create, run, review, and refine your ads. You either earn money or you earn knowledge to earn money. There are only two outcomes out there. So this ends my session today. Thank you very much. I hope my session is very helpful to you. And if you have any other questions or you would like me to give you trainings for your team, your organization, please contact me on Facebook and Instagram via my name, Eric Lim J C, or you can head to Facebook and search for MY Rebrand for my business page. If you'd like to go to my website, it's myrebrand.club, CLUB. That's all for today. I hope you have a nice day ahead. Stay safe, and I'll see you again. Bye.
Hi everyone. Thank you for listening to Eric. Hi Eric.
Hello, good morning, Zoe. Good morning, everyone.
Right. We have been hearing to your sharing session just now, and really didn't know that there's a lot to learn by building Facebook advertising strategies. And there's some of the questions asking from the floor. Let me just read out for you. The first question we have is Facebook advertisement still effective up to the date now? I think this question, it's from the perspective of a lot of them actually start to have their own Facebook advertisement. Like every company, they are still very happening in Facebook. So is this still the trend for Facebook?
Right. I have seen a lot of clients do well in Facebook as well as a lot of clients not
Have
do well
their
in
own
Facebook. So
Facebook.
that's a very valid question. However, you should know that this question is pretty meaningless, I should say, because it's the same as you're asking if Google is effective, is LinkedIn is effective. There's no straight answer to that. Honestly, I'm sorry. You just have to do the right thing on Facebook, and then it will be effective. There's no like silver bullet for your business. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Very, very straightforward, very direct. Good. And we have questions as well. The next question: how can we bring up visibility in Facebook as many of them actually advertise, right? So how can we be the catchy, the most attractive one compared to the rest?
Right. In terms of being effective and being visible on Facebook, and hopefully your whole strategy is a success. Unfortunately, my presentation today is more of a stepping stone for people who have very minimal experience in Facebook advertisement and strategies. However, as a Facebook certified trainer, we do run monthly events and training so that you can come and learn, and it's for free. It's run by Facebook Malaysia, and we're teaching for free. So please do come. We have 6 different topics every month, and just listen in. And at any different level, when you listen, we will level you up to the next level. However, to answer your question here right now, it will be taking like 1 hour just to explain that question. So please come, listen to our session so that we can level you up over there. However, I would say that in order to be effective, of course, you need to do the writing on Facebook
Yeah,
as well as in other platforms. Yeah, thanks, Zoe.
totally agree. And would you mind to share with us the link of,
Yeah.
just now the one that you mentioned, you can actually sign up. I can just share it to the audience, to our audience in Boom platform.
Sure.
All right.
I'll paste it here.
All right. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question then. So actually, this is the other audience that is asking, like, can you just share your tips, to create caption write up poster for advertisement that can really grab the audience attention and to also reach out the right user. I think this is also highlight from your sharing just now. You actually covered a bit. I think they just want you to share a bit of the tips, like how you usually engage. Is it engage with social media marketing team or by themselves to create their own marketing content, and they do their own advertisement? So maybe you can share with us your tips.
Yeah, sure. So in terms of creating content for Facebook, I'm using another one of our Facebook Malaysia's topic to share with you already, but it will be very short. I would say at the end of the day, always have a visionary when you are a business owner, right? Because you are the person who is driving the business, not your marketing team, and also not the marketing team that you're hiring, right? Correct? Because it's your business, it's not their business. It's your money most of the time. So when you have the vision, you will be able to drive them to do a couple of things. Number one, you can share your story of how your business was started. You want to have the good vibration, the right resonance with your audience, right? And then you can also show how you give back to your community. You can take people on a virtual tour of your storefront if you have a storefront, or behind the scenes when you create your product or when you are providing a service, so people have a good feeling of what it is, as well as you can explain what your product does, what we call an educational social media post. You can educate them like, hey, I'm not only selling you hair colors, I'm also teaching you how to take care of your hair color as well as your hair health, right? So it's the full package. People nowadays want a full package instead of just buying something from you. So
like all
engage
one
them.
in bundle.
Yes.
Good. All right, we got it. Thank you so much. And I think we will just pick for the very last question from the floor. So usually, how long to get the result that you mentioned in your sharing session after committing that budget?
Right. This is a very valid and very good question. Nearly every client will ask me. Put it this way: when you are using Facebook ads platform, right, the ads manager, right, you know that you are controlling an artificial intelligence, right? It's not just telling the system, I want this, give it to me. It's not a straightforward answer. So you're controlling artificial intelligence, so it needs your intelligence too. You need to know how to manipulate it. Once you have a good feeling about it, definitely you will know roughly when you will get a result. Put it this way, after a certain amount of experience, you will have your gut feeling of when you will get the results and how much budget you need to commit. It's not like the more I commit, I get more results. It doesn't work that way, right? And then you also have a very good idea, right? The amount of result you'll be expecting once you have some experience. So I would say once you have a good knowledge about how Facebook platform works, basically the ads manager, you will know how much it will, how fast it will get back to you. And even if you're running something you're not familiar, don't worry about it. Facebook ads platform has something called a learning phase. So if you go to Facebook Blueprint, e-learning, you learn all about it. You know that there's a learning phase. Basically, when you start your advertisement, the AI will need to learn what you're trying to ask it to do. After the learning phase, it will start generating results for you, or it will generate reports for you telling that, oh, your setting is not optimized so that it's not reaching the amount of result you want. So you have to pass this learning phase, and AI will let you know. You get notification.
All right, got it. I think this is a really quick tips from Eric. And again, if you wish to know more about it, I think Eric just now just shared us the Facebook Blueprint website. You can always check out from there. And if you want to, connect with Eric, maybe Eric, you can share them your email or your LinkedIn so that they can always reach out to you and ask more about Facebook, because I think Facebook is always the main platform for us to get out of information and reach out to new leads. So I think this is a very good opportunities that you can connect to Eric, especially during pandemic. You are going to check out what are you going to do else for your Facebook. All right, if there's no more question, any last sentence you want to tell our audience here who are watching you today, Eric?
All right. I believe I would like to close with the same thing I closed today, which is don't be afraid. Right? At the end of the day, even if you're running ads on newspaper, magazine, and everything, don't be afraid. Do it. The best thing about digital marketing is everything is measurable, scalable, so that you can track back how well you do, and after that you can improve on what you do. So don't be afraid. Just do it, and all the best. Wish everyone a success with it.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric. And I think for those who just started your startup business or your business as a business owner, this is definitely a good tips for you. All right. That's all from us today. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for those who are
Zoe.
watching us. See you guys in the next session. Thank you.
See you. Bye.